6 highlights from Harris-Trump debate. Millions of viewers in the U.S. watched Kamala Harris and Donald Trump duel for the first time during a 90-minute debate broadcast live on ABC News on Tuesday night. Others are waking up to the aftermath of the presidential showdown. In case you missed the televised spectacle, here are some of the highlights. Number 1. Nice to see you. As they walked out, Harris strode across the stage to Trump as he approached his podium. Kamala Harris, she said, offering a handshake as the pair met for the first time ever. Let's have a good debate. Nice to see you. Have fun, the former Republican president said.
Good evening.
It was the first handshake in a presidential debate in 8 years. Harris spent the majority of the debate looking directly at her opponent, often smirking, laughing out loud, or shaking her head incredulously while he answered questions. The split screen showed Trump staring mostly straight ahead as she spoke, while occasionally shaking his head. Number 2. I'm talking now.
She went out. Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Don't lie.
She went out.
Vice President Harris, a Democrat, went on the offensive from the outset, goading her Republican rival and assailing him over his criminal trials and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. She also accused her opponent of consistently using the issue of race to divide the American people. The barb followed a question from the moderators about one recent attack in which he said Harris had become a black person. Trump turned the subject repeatedly back to inflation and immigration. Political vulnerabilities for Harris. He argued that the Biden-Harris administration had destroyed the country and labeled her a Marxist, nodding to her father, a professor of economics. Harris poked fun at crowd sizes at his rallies. People start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom, she said. Trump hit back. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. Number 3. They're eating the do.
They're eating the people that came in. They're eating of the people that live there.
In the hours before the debate, social media was filled with reports of unsubstantiated claims, repeated by J.D. Vance, Trump's running mate, that Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, had been stealing pets and eating them. Despite city officials telling the BBC there are no credible reports to support these claims, Trump brought up the matter in the debate. They're eating the D's, they're eating the seats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. This is a shame, he said. Talk about extreme, Harris said of her rival. So number 4, moderators' abortion fact check. Some of Harris's most aggressive attacks on Trump came as they clashed on abortion, one of the biggest issues for Democrats since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned a constitutional right to the procedure in 2022. One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree the government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body, Harris said. She said Trump would sign an abortion ban if re-elected, and cited conservative states that prohibit the procedure while allowing limited exceptions. Trump, for whom the issue is a political liability, countered, "What she says is an absolute lie. I am not in favor of an abortion ban." Trump reiterated that he supports exceptions for cases of molestation or when the life of the mother is at risk. At one point, Trump claimed that some babies were being subjected for putting down a baby after birth. One of the ABC moderators interceded to fact-check him, saying, "There is no state in this country where it is legal to terminate a baby after it's born." Number 5. Policies. Trump said Harris had no policies, accusing her of copying some of his own ideas on the campaign trail and that he was going to send her a MAGA hat, while also arguing she would be no different from President Biden. She has no policy, he said. Remember this, she is Biden, he said at another point. Harris countered, "Clearly, I am not Joe Biden." Trump, who while president tried to overturn Obamacare, was asked what would be his plan now to replace the Affordable Care Act. He said he had concepts of a plan that would be something that's better if elected. On the economy, an issue that opinion polls show favors Trump, Harris repeatedly stated, "I have a plan." Number 6. Harris owns a gun. In the exchange that followed Harris's insistence that she had a plan for the economy, Trump sought to depict his rival as a radical liberal who was also opposed to gun ownership. He said, "She has a plan to defund the police. She has a plan to confiscate everyone's guns. She has a plan to ban fracking in Pennsylvania and everywhere else." Harris denied all this. "Running mate Tim Walz and I are both gun owners," she said. "We're not taking anybody's guns away." She has spoken of her gun ownership in the past, but is a supporter of tougher laws.
The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing that.
And there you have it, 6 key moments from the Trump vs. Harris debate. What did you think of their performances? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more political breakdowns, analysis, and debates. And make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay informed, stay engaged.